Science has become more and more complex, requiring highly skilled scientists working along principal investigators in order to fulfill the task of scientific research. In addition, modern science relies more and more on sophisticated instrumentation core facilities. Running these facilities requires highly skilled professional scientists. These functions are fulfilled by two groups of staff scientists, those who work in research groups and those who work in service core facility units. The vital role of staff scientists in scientific research at the Weizmann Institute is evident from the big increase in their number over the last several years. Let us meet some of these scientists.
The first microscope of this type in Israel I built here shortly after my postdoctoral work, and now we have a whole repertoire of such instruments, each which is designated for a certain type of work. The unique aspect of these instruments is they are capable of viewing materials down at the nanometer scale.
An extension of the eye is the electron microscope, which helps us to see cells, organelles, and large molecular complexes like the ribosome, the famous ribosome, at a very high resolution.
The main task of bioinformatics here in research in the bioinformatics is to help researchers to make sense out of data.
The structure Potomac Center was founded in the year 2002 at the Weizmann Institute as a core center for knowledge and for service to supply protein for the investigators in order to do biophysical and biochemical experiments, as well as to elucidate the three-dimensional structure of those protein.
Our core technologies here are based on robotics with the goal of combining the biology which is coming out of the Weizmann Institute labs and chemistry which we maintain in chemical libraries and putting them all together within a flow based on miniaturization and the use of robotics in order to do many samples in parallel in what's known as high throughput screening.
Our group is interested in basic mechanisms of DNA repair and in its involvement on cancer pathogenesis. One of the main goals is to harness DNA repair to prevent cancer, and particularly lung cancer. Here you can see our robot in action performing one of the tests that we have developed.
This is the Transgenic Facility at the Department of Veterinary Resources. Our main focus of work here is creating mice with genetic modifications. That is, creating an animal that has either new genes added to it or its existing genes modified.
Today, you cannot make world-class science without world-class technology. By technology, I mean the broad science, from building a detector, from operating the best equipment, from using the best analysis methods, and so on and so forth.
Like humans, ants interact, communicate, and cooperate, showing many interesting collective behaviors. For example, I'm studying group food retrieval, where ants cooperate in order to carry heavy loads back to the nest. These ants can carry loads that weigh more than 12,000 times the weight of a single ant. What is truly amazing that they can do all that without any central management.